Are you familiar with fraternal organizations and how they fit in the insurance industry for annuities and life? Well, here's my discussion with the expert, Jim Donovan. Enjoy. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today, I would like to introduce to you a special guest, Mr. James Donovan from GBU Life. I've known Jim for quite some time now. He was with another fraternal that was amazing and did amazing stuff for us. And Jim's been really generous with his contracts and no barrier to entry for us, which we super appreciate, Jim. And I just thought I'd bring him on to talk about GBU and let Jim explain all the cool stuff going on over there at this A- rated fraternal carrier. So, Jim, welcome. Hello, and
Hey,
love
hey,
for my agents to learn about your great new company. You just moved over to GBU.
yes. Hey, thank you so much, Jeff. I really appreciate your giving me the time and the platform to talk to some of your agents about GBU Life and where we're at and what we're doing. Simply put, we're a 130-year-old fraternal based out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In fact, this year we'll be celebrating 130th anniversary. Now we're a fraternal, and there's a difference between fraternals and commercial companies. Fraternal insurance started in the United States, started way back in the 19th century. You know, Prudential actually started as a fraternal. They started as a widows and orphans society, where you could buy a burial policy. This is back in the early 19th century, and since then, of course, by 1915, they became what Prudential is, obviously today. But
wow,
so they were a fraternal benefit society, and in the United States, with the huge immigrant population coming in the late part of the 19th century, the idea of fraternals bloomed. Fraternals are. They're a non-profit organization, and usually it was bonded together by whether under ethnic status, religious status, community status. Those were the bonds that put the people together. So that's why there was a Knights of Columbus. That's why there was a Lutheran Brotherhood. That's why there was a United Baptist. That all those I'm trying to think, Sons of Norway, all sorts of great fraternal organizations, and they still are in existence today. Many of the world has shrunken a little bit, but they're very, very important for the fabrics of communities. There's no doubt about it how important they are. I've been involved with fraternals for 30 years. I was president of the California Fraternal Alliance out here, which basically was an alliance and support system for all the fraternals that do business in the state. So I am a big believer in fraternals. Without fraternalism, I'll tell you, it's great that we have that in our insurance industry, and GBU fits right into that mold, because what we do, what the difference between, okay, let me go back and state the difference between what a fraternal is and what a commercial insurance company is.
Yes.
We do. Okay, so you could buy stock in Prudential now. You can buy stock in MetLife right now. Both those companies demutualized years ago. You can't buy stock with our company, but we're similar to some of the commercial mutuals like Mass Mutual and I'm trying to think, Northwestern. Those sorts of companies that are mutual companies that you mutually share in the dividends in the company. Okay, but there's also a difference between us and those mutuals is we don't pay taxes to Uncle Sam. We don't. So any of our profits that we make go back to our members in forms of scholarships, in forms of different things that the members need in terms of community, giving back to the community. So you can understand how some of these state insurance companies don't like fraternals, because we don't pay any taxes. And so
especially California, huh?
Like California and like New York, not to mention. But it is what it is. It is what it is when it comes to that, but we still do some great work. So for instance, for GBU, so we don't have shareholders, we have members. So you purchase an insurance policy or purchase an annuity with us, you become a member of the GBU family. When you purchase those plans, you can opt to make a donation right away to one of to a charity of your choice, or to charities that they already have listed: American Cancer Society, Marine Toys for Tots, Funding America, all the Feeding America, all these great things. So I think what you have with a member, especially with clients that are interested in fraternalism, is that you're going to give back to the community. And I think that's an important thing. It makes people feel very well, makes people feel that their purchase of financial product, there's something else that's going more towards the community. So, and it's good because for argument's sake, what's our job? Our job is protect families and anchor their retirements. That's what fraternals are supposed to do for their members and their families. And that's what GBU's attempting to do. Now we started out in maybe 9 states. We boomed out. We're going to be out in 44 states by the end of this year.
That's amazing.
So
Cool.
yeah, so it's really, and it's been a real tremendous growth. Our assets grew close to 14% over a last 5-year period. Our surplus has grown almost 17% over the last 5 years. So we're close to $4 billion in assets. So we're growing, but we're growing actually at a managed rate, and bringing on agents and bringing on IMOs like yours that will, that's a platform that they can look at our products and say, hey, this might be good for my clients.
I like it. And what exactly does GBU stand for? I know it used to stand and now it's that. So just clear that up, because it's a big question I get.
Right. It used to be it's the German Benefit Union. That's where GBU came from. So many times I'll tell people it's just God bless you now. But it was the German Benefit Union when it started in 1890. So, and it's changed now. It's GBU Financial Life. We offer it under our brand, which is called GBU Life.
And you guys have an AM Best rating, which is very difficult for fraternals to get.
Right, A minus AM Best, I think. And we're every year, you have, as you know, Jeff, you have to attain and go through a whole long process, financial process, an interview process to retain that rate or to improve on that rate. So which we do every year. And I think you're going to see that you're going to see that rating again or better reflected in the growth of GBU over the next couple of years.
So you're looking for upgrades. I like it. And
absolutely.
The some fraternals, like your previous fraternal, had member benefits. Is there such things with this company?
Absolutely member benefits. In fact, some of the benefits are, you get that welcoming donation, which I just mentioned when you do purchase to a other charitable organization.
And that welcome donation is provided by GBU? How does that work?
It's provided by GBU, absolutely. Yes, on the new clients and the new members' behalf.
That's very cool.
Okay, and then there's a reward for their volunteerism in the form of a additional donation to the organization they help. So if they volunteer for a local organization, on their behalf, we won't make a donation to that organization. Okay, and then there's donations, matching donations for local fundraising projects. Say if you wanted to, for instance, I ran a project a month or 2 ago out here, and we were able to raise some funds, and they did some matching funds grant of like $600 for us that went to a local church group.
Nice.
So in fact, and you know what? It was a St. Patrick's Day event. So it was a lot of fun, and people remember that. And and I know people remember when they're donating to something that's fun and it's for a good cause. Boy, it's a win-win-win for you. It's a win-win-win for your clients.
Have fun, feel good. Yeah.
Yep. And then we also have educational scholarship grants and reimbursement opportunities for our members and their children. And we also have access to member-only discounts and special events. There's a quarterly magazine that comes out called The Reporter. There it is right there.
Yep,
a nice
glossy
magazine, which has everything that you might want on here, including great articles, the same old thing that you'd want in terms of if you want a recipe, all those benefits that I'm talking about are in this magazine. It comes out on a quarterly basis.
And that in that magazine, they usually say what scholarships were given out recently and stuff like that as well.
It gives you up-to-date news on there.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's a really good thing. It's a great thing. It's really good. So those are the great benefits for being a GBU member, that besides just our obviously our financial products.
Great. And you do have multiple product lines, right? Can you go through, tell us what you guys offer in product lines?
Yeah. Okay. Well, what we offer in terms of life insurance, we have a secure whole life program, which We have face values in $5,000 to $5 million. Our payment term options are single premium, payments to age 100, payments to age 65, 10 pay, and 20 pay life. So and we also have an option for a high cash value. So it accelerates the cash value and dividend accumulation. So it really offers you any sort of option you want for life insurance. They have that. We have a juvenile plan, juvenile life insurance, newborn age 17, and up to $50,000, where you could, with the 3-year annual option, to pay that policy up, and that includes all the bells and whistles on, including the GPO for the guaranteed purchase option on there. So some good stuff on there. We also have term insurance, and the term's interesting too, because we do have everything from annual ART to 10, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35-year term. So we really have a lot of term products, a lot of options. The minimum is $15,000 on our term product.
Oh, okay.
And then we have, you name the number for term insurance. So, which is fantastic. And I think what's occurring is we brought on a new chief underwriter.
I was gonna ask. Okay.
Who is, let me tell you, she is fantastic. And she's like, let's get business in here. Let's get this business rolling.
Well, it's like the opposite of what we run into a lot of times.
Exactly. No. This is very upbeat and up to, I am telling you, they're hungry for business. They're hungry for business. They really are. So, which is a great thing. So that's our life portfolio, our life insurance portfolio. Now we also offer annuities. We have our preferred annuities, which are the 5 and 8 year preferred annuities at very, very competitive rates.
Are those the SPDA annuities, not the
yes,
MIGA, right? Yeah, okay.
Not the MIGA. We also have the MIGAs. I'll get to the MIGAs.
Are those flex premium as well?
For the 5 and 8, they're flex premiums. Yes. And you can write those up to age 95 on these flex premiums. So that's nice. I don't know whether your agents here have an idea of what goes on with these plans, especially with the 5 and 8. The great thing about these plans is you can continue to fund them, as you just already pointed out. You can continue to fund these things. At the end of the 5 and 8 year period, we have a bonus rate to speak to our agents about keeping the product with GBU. So your client would actually get a 1% bonus on anything on the tail end of this product. So it's in the renewal window,
it's a recurring surrender, right?
It's a recurring surrender, yes.
And I noticed you guys have a 45-day window on your stuff.
Is that a 40-day window? Yeah.
40 days. So that's longer than most companies have as well.
Yes, it is.
That window.
Yeah, we're going to see about that. I have to be honest with you. I don't know how long we're going to keep that. Usually it's 30 days, correct?
30,
in most
yes.
States.
And some are even 30
window.
before.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And then we have our MIGAs, which are relatively new. We have a 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, and 5-year MIGA. There's different interest rates with 100,000 up and less than 100,000, but they're fantastic. Those rates, they lock in. They're a locked-in rate, and they're changing right now, as you know how the market is. The market's going here, going there, going everywhere. But you get a locked-in rate, and you don't have to worry about it especially for the agents there who have clients that are concerned about the market volatility and they're looking for locked-in gains, especially in tax qualified accounts.
You're one of the few companies out there that actually has a 24-month MIGA, correct?
Yep, absolutely.
And that's very good right now. A nice short-term compared for CD clients.
Yeah, and I think you're right, Jeff, because I think that's what you're finding. You're finding people are concerned about locking in a longer term, and they're looking about where to find yield. And those 2-year, 3-year, 4-year products are great. And I think we're on top of the heap with the 2-year in terms of our rates right now. So,
yes, absolutely. And you guys have a cool thing I noticed here. I'm going to pull it up on my little screen here, but you do this cool rate history for your flex premium products, which I really like. I think that's great. So people know what to expect or see what you've done in the past. I think that's beautiful. I think all companies really should have an obvious rate history, and you guys attach that right to your rate sheet.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. So the MIGAs are, the MIGAs are hot right now because I think what you're finding is, again, to go back to what agents have told us, is their client base, they're concerned about the market volatility, and they're concerned about finding yield and where to lock in those gains. And I think the MIGAs might be the answer for right now, short term.
And do you offer any immediate annuities?
Yes, we do. We have an immediate annuity, which is fantastic. I think I know you have spoken about immediate annuities before and how it can be used in a financial plan for, like a split annuity where you can put some money into a SPIA and the other money into an annuity over a 10-year period. And then you're going to get back what your gains were, what you split that annuity with, and you'll get some money back. So,
and if you do it on non-qualified, we got the exclusion ratio. Yeah, I love my split annuities. Can't go wrong.
I know, Jeff. I've seen them. They're great. It's fantastic.
And going forward, some of these things, the deferred side, if it's qualified money and has a 10% free withdrawal, you can even do better than your original deposit, by paying attention. So,
right.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we have, so bottom line is we're well poised for this decade now, and I know it's a roller coaster ride for us agents and for the agents that you're hooked up with that have all those sorts of concerns. But I think fraternals have an answer for these things, and all those added benefits that you get from GBU can rival anything that you would get from you're not really getting anything if you go to the bigger boys when it comes to this. So I think the added benefits of a fraternal can go a long way in talking to the client base about how important it is, and you're getting all these other benefits. It's fantastic.
It's great to have a not-for-profit company to work with like that. What you guys remind me of, what these fraternals remind me of, and remember, I've been doing this, I really was raised in this business. My dad was the national annuity director for Crown Life. So I grew up in the business with everything. And what I see of the fraternals, they remind me of the insurance companies of the 70s, 80s, and stuff like that, how they're client-oriented and, service-oriented, not so profit over people. I love that. And it reminds me of the old school reason we got in this business, for peace of mind and super, super clean business. And that's what I see in the fraternals now, is just super clean business and a place to diversify. If you have too much money in the insurance industry or with one carrier, you always need another carrier. So here's one to go with, where you get member benefits, you have, all this great stuff. And honestly, you guys have more surplus than a lot of these other insurance companies.
Yep, absolutely. And by the way, in just terms of any sort of help, if somebody partners with you through and into GBU, I'll be your point of partnership with your agents, and just any sort of help that they need. I'm the go-to person for you.
And you're very responsive. You're quick. I mean, I think we were talking, you instantly get back to me. I love that. For your last carrier, this carrier, you're on top of it. You do good marketing, keeping us up to date on the rates and all that. Jim, you do a great job, Jim. I got to tell you.
Well, I appreciate that. And I just want to make everybody to know that I'll be there for you when you need me. So
cool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description to your LinkedIn page.
Okay.
And I'll put a link to your current rate sheet and all that for agents to look at, since we can't discuss or show that here.
Yep.
But I'll do all that, and we'll keep talking you up, and I'll put this video out for everyone to watch. And
well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Again, any help you need, let me know. Jeff, you're the best.
Yeah, great. And we like anything you want to send me to put in a PDF on your life products. If you have any samples or anything, I can add that to our emails and everything if you want to. And then you just let us know what you guys want to see in house, and we'll go ahead and market that.
Right. Well, that's great, because what's just occurred, as you know, with the emails I sent you, we've had an update on our MIGA rates went up, but also we've had a change on our preferreds, our 5 and 8 year series. So that's the news, that as of June 1st. So that's going to go out, and I'll go out to you and hopefully to your agents. And I look forward to working with everyone at your shop.
Yeah, we'll be here a long time. You're a good company. We know you'll be here too. So that's what we like. And Jim, I just want to thank you again for taking the time. This really helps me, my agents, everybody, get the whole idea. And it's never better than to hear it from the actual company reps' mouth themselves. There's no way I could do a better job than you. So thank you so much.
Hey, thank you. And listen, everybody, make it a great day because you deserve it.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Hold on one second. I'm going to stop the recording. That was really great. I want to thank Jim for coming on and doing all that for us. And had my mic off there for a second. If you have any questions regarding this fraternal, give me a call right here, 800-373-9697. Take a look in the description for that information. We will provide Jim's contact information, some rates and all. And of course, visit my website or LinkedIn and YouTube and all that good stuff for the most up-to-date information. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.